let me tell you about Nigeria. It's brief, and you will pray. One of the days, the Lord took me to his council in heaven and showed me the destiny of Nigeria. Nigerians and Christians in Nigeria have been so much confused these days because of the atrocious acts that they are seeing going on in Nigeria. The questions that mortal man cannot answer, that no man can give an answer to. The Lord took me to the heavens. Above me is the throne of the Father, and beneath me, far away, is the nation of Nigeria. And the Lord said to me, look. And when I looked down, I saw a throne over Nigeria between the heavens I was and the lower heaven. That throne is located where River Niger and River Benue met. That very spot, the zenith of it, is where the throne is. And I looked beneath that throne in the whole of Nigeria, and I saw sheep, animals, sheep. And they were eating grass. The more they ate grass, the more famished they became, to the place where you can count their ribs in their rib cage. But suddenly, the torture was so severe, to the place where I dared look further. The Lord told me to look, and I saw these sheep. They were surrounded by various fences, some small fences, some big fence, all over like that, separated by all the fences. And suddenly they lifted up their heads, and they had human heads. Sheep in the body, with their four hands on the ground, and their heads were human heads. I'm talking about the council of heaven. And they began to pray in their suffering. As they began to cry to God in human voices, I saw a mighty wind in Nigeria. And that mighty wind blew suddenly and broke all the fences. These sheep continued to pray. They continued to pray. They did not recognize that the fences had been blown to pieces. They were praying because of the oppression that they have been receiving. And suddenly the wind blew them together in a circle. Yes, around the same confluence time of Nigeria. And as they continued to pray, the Lord said to me, look up. When I looked at the throne of the Father, I saw a light, a little fire, and it came out of the throne. At the time, I did not understand what the fire was. And it headed straight past where I was, and it hit the throne beneath me, where the Spirit was sitting. And that Spirit that was on the throne, instead of sitting on his throne, he put his leg on his throne like that, with his hand on his chin, and in his face I saw anger, rage, and wrath. Anger, rage, and wrath. And he's ravaging the people. But the fire came and hit the throne. When it hit the throne misted. Boom! And engulfing fire. When I looked down further, I saw over Nigeria flakes of fire, flakes of fire, flakes of fire everywhere. Little flakes. That throne burnt into ashes and disappeared. Boom! Like that. And this sheep continued to pray. And the flakes of fire was burning, and they were joining one another. Before you know it, Nigeria was under conflagration. And the King of heaven, who made the heavens and the earth, the one who has dominion over all he had created, the ruler of all mankind, said to me, this is the nation of Nigeria. And he said, this is what will happen in Nigeria. And then days were rolled before me, times and a season of abundance came in the nation. And let me say this, people who are saying that God told them Nigeria will break into 3 or 2, they didn't hear God. They didn't hear God. They heard man's cry. God does not speak to man's cry, because God knew the torture of man before the torture came. He knew the testing of man before the testing came. So God does not take decision because of your suffering. No, he had taken decision before your suffering came. And as the Lord of heaven lives, in the presence of whom I stand, this is not subject to variation. God has shown me this 1987. 87. When everybody was having good time. Concerning the Boko Haram and all the rest of them, I stood before you congregation and told you when Jonathan Goodluck was president of Nigeria. And they were saying that they were fighting this group. I said, God told me. I saw them fizzle under. And they said, we have conquered them. And they spread under the grass and covered the whole of Nigeria. I told you. And before you knew it, they began to pop up from different parts of Nigeria. That is what is happening now. I have said this to you since that time. Let me tell you something. If anybody thinks that there is an agenda of Satan that will survive in the nation of Nigeria, he lied. There is a God in heaven. All power, all might, all authority, all dominion, all rulership belongs to him. He does not judge as he sees, neither does he judge as people say. He will redeem that nation. How will he? By fire. By fire. The government of the devil, the throne of Satan, not man I'm talking about, but the throne that Satan set up that influenced everyone that is working in any authority in Nigeria will mist up in flames. Lift up your voice and give the King of God of glory praise.